Hello there, my name is James Ballou. I'm a spiritual teacher, master energy healer, best-selling author, and I'm so excited to connect with you again. It's been a while since I posted a YouTube video, and if you're not following me on Instagram, you'll want to go check me out. That's where I'm usually at nowadays, but I'm back for the time being. So I asked on Instagram, what questions should I answer? What kind of video ideas should I put out? And someone asked me to make a video about auras and their colors. Now, this is a really fun topic. So, being an energy healer allows me to perceive the realm of energy that exists all around us. You know, you're made up of energy. It exists in this bubble that you're in. Now, you can call that your energy field. You can call that your aura. An aura is a field or bubble of energy that exists within and around your body. Within your aura exists your emotions, your thoughts, your feelings, your experiences, and many other things. You know, it's the full embodiment of your spiritual being. So it's more than just some pretty colors or some sort of mood ring that I'm able to see around people. Your aura is always changing. It's always shifting, just like our feelings, you know, aren't our feelings sort of always in dynamic movement and flow with one another? At least I hope they are. So the colors of your aura reflect your number one emotional experience in reality. So let me give an example. If you are normally a happy-go-lucky kind of person, you'll usually have a yellow or green aura. But if you're normally a pretty angry person, you'll usually have a red aura. So the colors of the aura reflect your emotional experiences. They reflect the feelings that you feel the most often, as well as if you've had any traumatic experiences, that will show up in the colors around your aura. So today I'm going to bring you through the major colors that I see around people's auras and what do they mean. So let's get started here. So the first color is red. People who have a red aura are usually seen as adventurous, courageous, maybe seen as a little bit of an adrenaline junkie or a daredevil. These are people who have a lot of physical vitality. They love to push themselves to the limit. A lot of people who work out or in the fitness scene usually have a lot of red aura. Red is the color of the earth. More importantly, of the physical body. So people who have a lot of red in their aura are usually pretty physically orientated people. You know, they might have a deeper philosophical side to them, but in their day-to-day life, they're, pretty physical, pretty all about the physical body. So the red color, when it's light, when it's a bright, vibrant red color, that will tell me that you're very physically healthy. They have a lot of vitality and potency to you. If it's a deep, dark brick color, that will tell me that you usually have a power struggle going on in your life. So if you have a deep brick color in your aura, you may have a power dynamic or some kind of anger issue that's unresolved, that's floating around in your emotional body. So that's the color red. They're great energies to be around. You know, they're always onto a next thing. Life is sort of like an adventure for people who have a red aura. So orange. Orange is the number one color I see. Orange is this strange color because it's a mixture of two colors. Here we're talking color theory. But people who have an orange aura will usually be very socially connected. People who have an orange aura, they'll be socially connected. They'll love usually social media. They'll have lots of creative ideas, but maybe not the motivation to get them done. So those are the light colors of orange. Now a deep, dark orange, to me that will tell me that they usually feel unnurtured, unhappy even, and disconnected from people. People who have a bright light and an orange color to their aura are usually very sociable. Those are your social butterflies. They make friends with anyone, no matter where they are. You might know someone like that, or maybe that's you. So orange is a very common color that I see, and it's usually just the color of connection. People who have an orange aura or have orange in their aura, they crave human connection. They crave to understand and get to know people. And like I said, if it's dark, they'll usually feel disconnected from people and maybe even a little needy or unnurtured. So the next color is yellow. Yellow people who have yellow in their aura, those are your natural born leaders. I haven't met a single person who has yellow in their aura that isn't connected to mathematics, engineering, or something scientific, or law, usually in their career base. So if you're in any of those four things, law, engineering, science, or mathematics, chances are you have a yellow aura. People who have yellow in their aura are usually very mentally charged. They have incredible intelligence. They could be pretty book smart, but they might feel disconnected from people. You see, that's where orange and yellow crisscross. The dark side of yellow, that's a mustard kind of color. These are people who have too high of a mental activity. That means that they're so strongly in their head, they feel disconnected from their body and from other people. You know, they can be a little bit of a loner. But when a person who is yellow in their aura is happy and living in alignment with their truth, they will step up to the plate and be the leader you need them to be. They can often have a hard time with commitment. So people who have yellow in their aura have great ideas. But like orange, they have a hard time executing those ideas. So people who have mustard, or what's called muddied yellow in their aura, they might have motivation issues, they might lack confidence, they might pull away from any kind of interactions, or they'll be overbearing, over-analytical, and there will be a battle of intelligence present in their life. That's essentially, my belief system is better than yours, aka I'm smarter than you. So that's what I'll see in the deep, dark yellow colors. That's the negative side of it. So then we have green. People who have green auras, you might have heard this before, are natural born healers. Green is the color of the heart chakra. So people who have green in their aura are naturally going to be giving. They'll give, they'll be generous with their money, time, presence, and love. They're usually happy-go-lucky. They can also be pretty lucky because green is the color of receptivity and giving. People who have green in the aura will be at the right place at the right time, and people will say, hey, you're just so lucky. And it's simply because the energy they emit is that of giving and receiving. Now, when the green is a deep, dark color, to me that's usually a sign of grief, loss, and some deep heartache that's existing inside of them. You know, it's sort of the saying of a bleeding heart. So if you feel like your heart is bleeding in any situation, especially in a romantic way, if you feel like your heart's bleeding in any kind of romantic way, chances are you have a deep, dark green in your aura somewhere. So then let's move on to blue. People who have blue in their aura are very quick. It's one thing I've always noticed. They're great communicators and they move about life very rapidly. They can adapt really easily to almost any kind of situation. People who have a light blue in their aura are usually very smart, chatty. They're also usually connected to the water because water reflects the same color of their energy field. They'll usually either work around water or live near the water. These are your teachers. I want you to picture like a kindergarten teacher who all the students love, and that teacher is just full of compassion and safety and understanding. That's the kind of blue aura that I'd like to see. Now, a deep, dark blue aura, almost leaning towards indigo, but not quite. These are people who have too high of a mental activity. Same thing with the color yellow. But in this way, the deep, dark blue is deep, philosophical angst. You might have heard the term going existential. That's that deep, dark blue color that I'll usually see. Is if you feel disconnected not from life, but from reality itself. Or if you feel like life has no meaning to it and that you are just floating through space all alone and there's no meaning to life, chances are you have a deep, dark blue in your aura. So then let's move on to purple. These are your natural born spiritualists. Purple is the color of the third eye. You might have heard of this, of an indigo child. That's really what this color is it's a violet or purple color. So people who have purple in their aura, they're almost always on some kind of spiritual journey, and they have the presence of higher consciousness within them. When I see people for my private sessions, I'll usually be able to tell if they're on the same wavelength as me by the purple in their aura. So a light violet lavender color, that tells me that you have an established spiritual practice and that you are deeply connected to your intuition, to yourself. But if you have a deep, dark, almost black purple color in your aura, that usually tells me that you are having a deep internal battle within yourself. It is your mind against you, though. That's not a fun place to be. I've been there, and chances are you have been too. You could call it depression, but it's more than that. It's as if your mind is against itself. That is what I will see when I see deep, dark purple in someone's energy field, is that their mind has been incredibly encompassed and clouded with negativity. And now they don't know what's their intuition and what's their ego. So if you feel like you have a hard time communicating between your intuition and your ego, and it's all muddied in there and you don't know which way's up, which way's down, chances are you might be going through that kind of dark night of the soul moment. Those are the main colors. Now I'm going to be sharing 4 more color types that I've seen. Now these are much more rare and I'll often see during an energy healing. So in a day-to-day interaction, I'll see those few colors I've just mentioned. But when I interact with people in an energetic healing session, their aura changes and I'll start to see different colors. So the first one is brown. Now when I see the color brown, that's usually a color of groundedness and deep release. Brown is a conglomeration of many different energies. How do you get brown when you're painting? You mix together a bunch of different colors. So it's the same way. If you are clogged up with all kinds of different emotions, you have a mixed bag of feelings about certain issues, that will create brown, and that's called energy stagnation. So during an energy healing, I will see the brown over certain areas in people's body, and it's my job to clear that out. Another color I'll see is black. Black is the absence of light. So people who have splotches of black in their aura, that means that there are pieces of their consciousness, of their energy, that's missing. Whether through a cord, a vector, or some other kind of negativity, there are pieces of their personal energy that has been taken away. Now, this is usually due to some kind of traumatic experience. And if you've read my book, if you haven't, I totally recommend you go check it out. But when I went through my childhood experiences of physical, emotional, and sexual abuse, I had lots of black energy surrounding me. And as I've gone through my spiritual practice and found, my way towards the light, all that negativity has been dissipated. So black is the absence of light. It's the absence of energy. Then there's white. White is the presence of unlimited potential. I'll usually see that above someone's head when I'm looking at their chakras. And the white light means to me that spirit is actively present and working in this person's life. Now, I don't always see that. When I see white above someone's head or in someone's energy field, that means to me that they are ready to expand. That they're ready to be unlimited, to expand their horizons and their potentials. And the last color I'll see is gold. Gold is a powerful energy. It really glistens. That's how I would describe it. It is a golden, glistening energy. And it's very rare. I'll usually see it outside the body. And it might be in shapes. It might be in the shape of a heart or in the shape of an Egyptian ankh. It will be a golden color that I see around people. And to me, that's usually the presence of higher consciousness or spirit guide. But it's connected to their energy field. It's very rare that I'll see it ever close to the body. It's usually far away from the body that I'll see gold. So what color aura do you think you have? Let me know down below. And if you're interested in having me read your aura, I'm doing them on my website. I'll sketch it out. You can send me a picture of you and I'll sketch your aura for you, and then you can save it. It's a really cool thing to do. And as always, if you want to book a private or personal session with me, you could always check out my website. So I'm so excited to be back to YouTube, to start sharing these messages again and sharing this sacred information with you. So until I see you then, on a private call or on another video, you take care today.